Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, be wary of overseas employment offers from unfamiliar sources, says JCF. Individuals, particularly women, seeking employment opportunities overseas are being encouraged to be wary of unfamiliar people who may approach them with such offers. This urging by the police comes against the background of data from the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Anti-Trafficking in Persons Unit, which indicates that 10 Jamaican women were trafficked within the region last year. Head of the unit, Woman Detective Inspector Kimisha Gordon, said this is the worst we have seen in a long time, adding that it is a cause for concern. She said the women were lured under the guise of getting employment, adding that last year, all the females who went overseas went there to be employed and found themselves in sexually exploitative situations. The policewoman said Jamaica unfortunately remains a source, transit point, and a destination for human trafficking. Jamaica being a source means traffickers find their victims here. The island being deemed as a transit point means when victims are being moved from one country to the next, Jamaica is that middle ground where they transit through. Jamaica is also a destination where victims are brought here from other countries, and this is where the exploitation took place, Inspector Gordon pointed out. She urged the individuals to be wary and skeptical of these employment ventures. For example, they hear about a job that is available to them in another country within the region. There's no visa requirement, so it's easier, and they seek to take advantage of that. And that is what the case was last year with all 10 women who were seeking to be employed, the policewoman disclosed. She further implored the individuals to conduct thorough investigations of job offers by checking with trusted authorities before engaging with those making them. This, Inspector Gordon said, as many traffickers often try to change their modus operandi. Their modus operandi may change from time to time. They are always evolving in how they go about things, how they engage their victims, and how they conduct their exploitation. Their trends are always changing, she said. 30 taxi operators killed since the start of the year. Egerton Newman, president of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, has condemned the killing of taxi operator Richard Nemard in August. The killing brought the number of taxi operators killed since the start of the year to 30. According to Newman, Nemard's death is another attack on one of the island's most important service providers. It is not surprising that we continue to have the ongoing spate of murder of our service providers, our first respondent, in providing transportation for our people. This is the 30th taxi operator to be killed by hoodlums since the start of the year, he said. Newman offered his condolences to the family and the friends of the deceased and called on the country to do more to protect the public transport operators. The 56-year-old transport vehicle operator, who plied the Whitehall Avenue route, was shot multiple times near the intersection of Mannings Hill Road and the Cassava Peace in Kingston. He was a father of 3. An official release from the Constabulary Communication Unit stated that the shooting occurred at 4:40 a.m. and that Nemard was rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Onlookers near the scene said he was shot while driving and lost control of his car and crashed into another vehicle that was parked at the Midway Mall Plaza before slamming into the entrance door of a fast food premises. Newman is now turning his attention towards the many challenges affecting the 40,000 privately owned public transport operators as the country prepares for the beginning for the new academic year. Newman pointed to the lack of adequate infrastructure, both rural and urban, lack of financial and technical support to upgrade the ailing vehicles, and the poor road conditions that give rise to deadly crashes, among other things. We are ready to provide the best travel experience to all commuters, and especially our children. We continue to urge our drivers to not only provide safe travel, but to be courteous and disciplined to all commuters. We continue to urge the government to invest in the human resource of the public transportation sector. Investment in training is investment in development. TODS will continue its summer empowerment program until the end of September, with a major focus on values and attitude development among our operators, Newman said. British woman remanded on cocaine charges. A British woman accused of trying to export more than $45 million worth of cocaine from Jamaica was denied a bail when she appeared in the St. James Parish Court on Friday. The accused, 28-year-old Rachel Quall, was remanded in custody on breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act and will return to court on September 6, 2024. Quall appeared before the court on charges of possession, dealing in, attempting to export, and a conspiracy to export cocaine. Quall was arrested and charged after 21 pounds of the drugs were reportedly found in her luggage at the Saxor International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James. Allegations are on Wednesday, August 21, 2024, Quall attempted to board a flight destined for the United Kingdom when her luggage was searched. During the search, 9.5 kilograms of cocaine were found concealed in an assortment of food items. Quall was taken into custody, and following further investigations, she was charged following an interview in the presence of her attorney. The drug has a street value of $45 million. Policeman confronted by gunman at his farm in St. Catherine. The St. Catherine North Police are searching for a gunman who reportedly pulled a firearm on a policeman while he was on his farm in Kidston Town. It is reported that about 2:30 p.m. on Saturday, the corporal was at the farm when a Honda Fit motorcar drove up and a man exited the vehicle and entered the property with a gun in his hand. The corporal is said to have shouted police when the man pointed the gun at him. The cop took evasive action and fired a shot, repelling the hoodlum. The man is said to have ran back to the car and fled the scene. The police were alerted and the vehicle was pursued, but it eluded the cops. The incident has been reported to the Police High Command and the Independent Commission of Investigations. Johns Hall St. James residents undertaking cleanup following flooding. Residents of Johns Hall in St. James are out in their numbers, clearing debris from their yards and roads in the area following yesterday's flood. The news understands that the area experienced heavy rainfall, which caused a nearby river to overflow its banks and flooded the community. The area also experienced landslides, which blocked sections of the roads in the community on Saturday afternoon. The main road in the area was also rendered impassable. On Sunday, a resident indicated that several businesses and houses were left with damage to appliances and furniture. Several cars which were washed away during the ordeal are currently being removed from the riverbank. A resident told the news that she is grateful that her house was not badly impacted by the flood. However, she is hoping that her children's school shoes will be dried and ready for use on Monday morning. A section of the community is currently without electricity as the broken trees have caused the damage to several utility wires. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.